Okay, so I've geniusly got this camera and hooked it up onto the handlebars on my bike. See how awesome that is? Now I did that so that when I take my bike trip in about 2 months, I can videotape all the cool stuff while I'm riding. But we're going to test it out tonight by going on our first night Christmas light adventure hunting. So let's see, let's turn it on and see how well it works here. Let's see, where's, oh, this is the power button. Now I just hooked this up a minute ago. I was going to videotape myself hooking it up for you, but I thought it might be boring. Let's see, okay. I think it's recording. Hello. I'm sure you guys remember the famous water wall. This is it lit up at night. Woo! I almost fell in. That would have been fun, but I would prefer to do that in the summertime. So beautiful, huh? There's my favorite building. Oh, you know what? Let's ride down there like I did that day I was juggling. And then we'll turn around and come back to the waterfall again. I love the trees. What? Oh look, we get our first look at some Christmas lights. We're cheating, but in a minute we're going to go look at real ones. But look, there's a Christmas tree inside there. Hello, Houston. Look, the water wall looks so beautiful. We're going to ride down on the grass. How about that? Yes, I'm riding my bike right now and I'm humming. I'm about to lay my bike down and walk now. Yeah. I'm not going to talk anymore because the sound of the waterfall is beautiful. Gorgeous. You know, I could just stand here and watch that waterfall and listen to the sound for hours.
As you can see, the video camera I had on my handlebars doesn't work yet. I have to work out the kinks. But I was so excited to use it that now I'm holding this camera in my hand while I ride. It's not that easy. Have you noticed? I had to brake suddenly. But there's some Christmas lights coming up, and I wanted to video myself riding up on them. So anyway, here we go. Let's switch hands. How about that? Merry Christmas. I love Houston. Starbucks. That's pretty. The trees are gorgeous. Hello, Red Bows. The theme of this neighborhood is called the River Oaks, and this is the River Oaks Shopping Plaza. But the theme of this neighborhood is red ribbons. All the different neighborhoods in Houston have different sorts of themes or whatever. But the whole River Oaks theme is red ribbons, so you're going to see a lot of red ribbons. See, there's another red ribbon up here on top of this. What? Trying to run me down here. If I put this whole video on, some people are going to be clenching their fists in anticipation of a wreck that's not going to happen, because I've been riding my bike for 20 years, I'm very experienced at riding bike with no hands, no feet, and no eye. How you doing tonight? That's pretty. Has nothing to do with Christmas, but it's still pretty.
We're gonna go to the other side. I want to go over here and look at the red ribbon that's on top of P.F. Chang's. Well, you know what P.F. Chang's is. I'm racing a little white truck now. See the red ribbon on top of P.F. Chang's? There's some Christmas lights up on top there. Restoration Hardware. Please don't back up. You're trying to run me down. Alright, that's pretty much it for the Little River Oaks Shopping Plaza. I know it's not much, but it's still pretty cool. We had just left the house on our search, and I promise, well, I can't promise, but experience has shown that when I'm out on an adventure, I find it. So I would bet money that we're gonna find some cool lights somewhere tonight. I'm on my way downtown. We're gonna start at Herman Park. I don't know if they have lights there or not. I was gonna check on the computer, but I forgot. But if they don't, we're going to branch out from there until we find a neighborhood with good lights. And then that'll be day one of our 7-day Christmas holiday light extravaganza. Okay, we're just we're just west of downtown now. It's about a half hour since I was at the Christmas lights at I called it River Oaks, didn't I? But it's really Highland Village. That's where we were. But here, this is a cool flower shop here. Oh, look. Well, let's start on this side of the street. We're not too far from Herman Park, where I went to see the movie E.T. that night, and where they do a lot of free shows. Look at the monkeys. The vines. How you doing? They're vines growing in the shape of monkeys. Very beautiful. On this side, you got some more monkeys over here. There's a Christmas wreath. Okay, we're going to go down to the park now. This is the Little Cancer Survivors Memorial. We're not too far from the, oh no, this isn't. The Cancer Survivor Memorial is next to us. This is just a beautiful fountain. Nothing like the fountain we were at about an hour ago though, huh? Still beautiful. We're pretty close to the medical center district. Everything's divided up here in Houston. You got the museum district, you got the medical center district, the warehouse district. I don't know, there's a lot more. I'm a little distracted right now. I don't know if you could tell. Back at the I'm trying to concentrate on riding my bike, and so my brain doesn't want to tell my mouth what to say. This is the Cancer Memorial, Cancer Survivors Memorial. I took pictures of this when I went to the zoo, or to the art museum. You might remember this. Picture of this right here. It was in the daytime though. Beautiful. Very beautiful. There's another fountain. Oh, here it is, right here. This is the fountain you see at the beginning of the show, Married with Children. Love and marriage, go together like a horse and carriage. Yeah. If I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. I know my good friend that lives in Ohio, she would want to jump in here, or at least she would talk about it. I don't know if she would really do it. I bet she really would do it. You know who you are. Oh, I wonder where the train's at. I was trying to time this so that I would be riding my bike by right when the train went by, because it would have made a cool video. But the train's either late or I'm early or something, because no train. Oh well. See you when we get to the park. Well, it's not looking like there's any Christmas lights down here at the park, but that's okay, don't fret, because the night is still young, and like I mentioned earlier, it's been my experience that if I'm looking for an adventure, 9 times out of 10 I will find it. And 4 times out of 10, it'll be something completely unexpected and something that most people would be like, how do you get into all that stuff that you find yourself into? That's the glory of having a relationship with God. Well, look. Oh, you can't see it because it's too dark. Well, you can probably hear the gentle flow of water. I'm going to shut the camera off and save the battery and save the memory for the awesome Christmas spectacular lights that I know that I'm going to find somewhere. I'm going to branch out and head that way. And see you in a minute. Okay, we're at the Texas Medical Center. I just got off the train. It came shortly after I last talked to you. I saw some cool looking birds over here. We're gonna go over here and check them out. There's probably a lot of Christmas lights here at the medical center. I never thought to come here. I just accidentally stumbled upon it. Wow. There's some pretty cool things here. Look. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know. Oh, you could get inside of this one here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Look, you can get inside it. I would get in there and let somebody take my picture, but I'm by myself, so. I'm going to take you down and show you the birds that I saw. And then we're going to head into, there's some neighborhoods behind the medical center that I have a sneaking suspicion we might find some pretty cool stuff. Anyways, this is the Texas Medical Center. We're in the medical district. It's all hospitals, and Baylor College of Medicine is right there. That's the medical center. Another Starbucks. No matter where you go in this world, there'll always be Starbucks and free Wi-Fi. No, they were not honking at me. But even if they were, I wouldn't care. That's pretty cool. It's not really lights, but well, the birds are lights. Okay, we're gonna go back into the neighborhoods. See you in a minute. Okay, we're still at the medical center, the medical district. It's actually pretty big, but now we're at the Texas Children's Hospital, and I've seen some pretty cool lights. So this is a train, and what do we got over here? Toy soldier. There's the nativity. Baby Jesus. That's beautiful. Sleigh bells in the wind. That is my favorite color right there. That blue.
Ay, madre, se viene.
Armando, órale. Ay. No te alejo, güey, no van a salir.
Give it up for Texas Children's Hospital. Good job, guys. Oh, this is pretty cool over here. I don't know what this guy is, but he looks familiar. I don't know where he looks familiar from. If anybody could tell me what this guy is from, then you win tonight's prize. Who is this guy? If you can answer that, you win this present right here. Alright, back on the bike. Wait a minute, Santa has another workshop, but this one's not secret. Santa's workshop. Peppermint candy. Stones for the door, for the up there. Oh, look, it's Mrs. Claus. Uh-oh, she's got the list right there. It says, good boys, good girls. And Mary sent him a note. It says, dear Santa, please bring me a dolly. Okay, back on the bike for real this time. Okay, this has nothing to do with Christmas, but I still have to get this because I love it. It's a bunch of sails, like masts from sailing ships. And that over there is a different hospital. I forget the name of it. But look, all the sailing ship sails, and they change colors. I love it. Sailing, take me away to where I've always wanted. Sailing, take me away. Okay, what else can we get in? I didn't know if you can see it or not, but I'm passing this little, they call it a bayou. I don't know, there's some pretty water. It's really pretty. I don't know if you can see it or not. We're just outside of the last little bit of the medical center is behind us now. It's funny when I'm riding a bike because if I'm riding against traffic on the sidewalk and somebody's pulling out, hardly anybody looks to the right. They just keep looking to the left. The only thing that they're concerned about is if cars are coming from the left. They don't stop to think if somebody is walking or riding their bike on the sidewalk from the right. They just go hauling out. And this is one of my personal character defects because I like to ride my bike fast. I've been riding my bike for years, so I can ride and I can look in front of me and I can look to the left and to the right and down in front of me for obstacles, for things coming out of nowhere. It just becomes a habit after a while. So I always notice the drive. Whenever I'm getting close to a car anywhere near me, I don't look at the car, I look at the driver. I look him right in the eye. I can always tell if the person is paying any attention to me or not. And if they're not, this is where I'm wrong, but I do this all the time. I think it's my sole responsibility to scare the living daylights out of them. I make sure that I get as close to them as I can, and I slow down so that when cars stop coming and they decide to gun it and pull out as fast as they can, when they finally do turn their head and look straight, they see me out of their peripheral vision. And it scares the living daylights out of them because they think they almost hit me. But I was never in any danger of being hit. I was purposely trying to scare them into looking from now on, even though I know it probably isn't doing them any good, because in a day or two they'll forget all about it. But didn't our parents teach us? Wasn't that one of the first things we learned? To look both ways, to look left and right before crossing the street or pulling out. But I guess we forget that as we get older. So I'm confessing to everybody right now the terrible, awful behavior that I display on a regular basis when I'm driving my bike, purposely making people think they almost hit me to scare them when I see that they're not paying any attention. I'm a bad boy. Alright, we're getting down into some neighborhoods, so hopefully there'll be some Christmas lights soon. Bye. Okay, we're getting ready to cross the South Freeway on the east side of Houston. The South Freeway goes in a circle around the city of Houston. It's 15 miles on each side, so it's 15 miles across the bottom. It's a square, 15 miles across the bottom, 15 miles up the east side, 15 miles across the top of Houston, and 15 miles down the west side of Houston in a square. We're crossing the east side. We're crossing the freeway. Well, we just crossed the freeway on the east side of Houston. And I live about 2 miles from the inside the, they call it the Beltway because it's like a belt wrapped around Houston. I live 2 miles inside the Beltway on the west side of Houston. So that means we're about 13 miles from the house on the way other side of town. And I'm loving this because I've never been over here before. And even though I haven't found any spectacular Christmas lights yet, I know I will. And I get to see and experience a corner, one of the very few small corners left in Houston that I have never seen. So, once again, over and out. 10-4, good buddy. Hey, they got some food going on over here. Uh-oh, I think we found us one. This is the kind of neighborhood that I was hunting for. A neighborhood that has lights everywhere. Oh, praise Jesus. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. He's so good to me. He answers prayer. He answers prayer. He answers prayer. He's so good to me. Oh, look at the icicles on this house. See how they drip? Uh-oh, I hear music. I don't know if it's attached to a house. It might be from the car up the street. Am I going too fast? Yeah, the music's just from this car here. I'm hoping we run into one of those musical houses that's all lit up and attached to music. Alright, that's just the beginning. I know we're going to find something more here. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you. Oh, my soul, rejoice. Take joy, my King, And what you hear, may it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. That was nice. Did you hear that person's door when they opened it? Ho ho ho, Merry Christmas. Now there's some presents under a tree right there. This is not bad for day one. There's some places on the computer that I found that as the week goes on, the light shows that I find to film should get better and better. But honestly, I prayed about which direction to go, because there's places north, south, east, and west of the house. And I was instructed to go this way. And not everybody who sees this video is going to understand why, but wow, this is beautiful. But something happened just a minute ago, and now I had a divine appointment with someone, we'll just put it that way. That's why I came to this end of town tonight. But now we're being rewarded with some beautiful Christmas lights. Oh, how awesome. It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. This one's pretty amazing right here. Wow. Yeah, this is spectacular. And it looks like they're having a party here tonight too. Fantabulous. Now I like this one. It might not be as bright and bold as the last house, but it has an angel with the words faith. Merry Christmas. God bless each and every one of you. And baby Jesus. Faith. Faith, hope, and love. Without these three, I can't remember the rest. I'll have to look it up when we get home. Oh look, the same angel. Oh, how beautiful is this? What's going on, brother?
Hi.
Did you notice he had a really nice camera, 35mm with a tripod? He was taking some nice pictures. There's more lights down this street. This is going to be a long film. I'm going to go ahead and keep going. What the heck? Am I going too fast? Season's greetings. If I wasn't filming, I don't know if you have any idea how fast I would ride up. I mean, I would go kind of slow, but I would go fast and slow. Like I would have slowed down back there, but I would have went by all this really fast. Because it's just as beautiful flying by on a bike. Because then you get up to the end of the street and turn around and go back. Here, I'll show you. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Look, check. See crap when you're going fast on the bike. Oh, it's over. But it's not over yet. What? Wow, we're gonna go down the street really, really fast. And the people that you meet, everywhere you greet, it's Christmas time again. Uh-oh. These cars are going fast down this street. Alright, this is the other side of the street. I guess, see, I'll slow down now. It's so pretty! So pretty! This is that fantabulous house. We have to look at this one more time. Beautiful. Am I making you seasick yet? Yay, baby Jesus. Yay, baby Jesus. Bye. Okay. What time is it? I have no idea. It's 8:30. Wow, it feels later. I'm tired. I have a long ride home. I'm not going to ride the whole way though. We're about 20 miles from the house right now. I'm going to ride back down to the medical center. That's about 5 miles. Then I'm going to take the train downtown. And then from downtown I'll take a bus back to the house. But it's still going to take me an hour to get home. So, I feel like my mission has been accomplished. I did more, much more than I set out to do. And I did what I set out to do. Found some Christmas lights, some cool, oh look, a bike trail. This will take me back down to the medical center. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Until tomorrow.